guys, this is Rob. I'm here to talk about DraftKings and making money on DraftKings. If you want to have fun, play a little fantasy sport, this is the place to do it. DraftKings is a daily fantasy sports league that offers you the option to pick teams in the NFL, Major League Baseball, soccer, NBA, CFB, and much more. I'm going to talk about just a little bit about DraftKings and how easy it is to get set up. Very, very simple, easy, and it's a lot of fun. And yet, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can play free leagues, you can spend as little as a quarter, or you can spend $100. It's all up to you and how much you're comfortable spending. All right, so we're going to get started. One of the first things you need to get familiar with is the scoring system. Scoring system is really important because if you don't know how things are scored, you're gonna draft. You could draft wrong, or just not the best that you're able to do. DraftKings is a PPR league. That's a point perception league. That means you get 1 point for every reception. So receivers are very valuable in this. Also, you want running backs who also catch the ball. That makes running backs much more valuable. The quarterback is obviously one of the biggest spots on the team. And it's very good to get corresponding players. In other words, whatever quarterback you have in your team, it's great to get. It's a very good idea to get a wide receiver that works with that quarterback. If he has a big day, hopefully, chances are your wide receiver will have a big day too. So, you want to take advantage of that. You have the quarterback, you have him for a reason. You think he's going to do something big. So, why not get a receiver, someone he's going to throw to, one of his main go-to guys. So, having corresponding players is a great idea and something that's definitely an important thing. The flex position, I prefer the wide receiver. You can put wide receiver, a running back, or a tight end into this spot, but personally, I feel that the wide receiver in the flex spot gives you more of an upside. I mean, obviously, there's an exception, Jimmy Graham, Gronk, players like that. But overall, I think the wide receiver is, best suited for that spot in my opinion. And I've done fairly well, using a wide receiver in that spot. It's won me, quite a bit of money at times. Late swap. This is a big one. DraftKings offers it, FanDuel doesn't. In FanDuel, once a contest starts, your lineup is locked. You can't change it. In DraftKings, as long as that player is not playing, you can swap that player out. And there's a lot of reasons for it that it's beneficial. A big one is if your player gets scratched at the last minute, you can still take him out and put another one in. Another time, you might just be on the verge of cashing, and you have a highly owned player along with a lot of other people. You can take that guy out as long as he hasn't played yet. Maybe pick up someone with a big upside that not a lot of people have, to really put you ahead and get you into that cash position. So the late swap is a really, really important thing to have, and I like it. I mean, I love it actually. It's just great. I've used it a few times to do just that, to get my players and my team into that cashing position. Vegas. Use the Vegas lines. They'll tell you a lot. Um, Look for the high team totals, more points. Um, Watch for line movement. If a game's set around 50 points and you see it start to rise, um, the odds makers are betting on that game having a lot of scoring. So you really want to pay attention to those lines and draft accordingly. I mean, that can be just the edge you need to put you ahead. Low ownership. Low ownership players can offer you a big advantage over other players in your league. Um, Look for someone low owned with a lot of upside, someone who could get you a lot of points. But you don't want to overdo your lineup with these type of players. You need a healthy mix. Um, you don't want all elite players. First of all, you can't afford all elite players. So um, look for those players that are low owned, and um, you can definitely help your team when picking your elite players. Some people tend to shy away from the elite players if they're playing a great defense. Um, I don't necessarily believe that to be true. Um, I will pick elite players if they're playing a great defense, um, if I feel strong about that. Um, and a lot of times it pays off. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to pick a quote unquote just good player, average player against an elite defense, because most likely, they're going to shut them down. But an elite player, uh, I will go for, and because a lot of people shy away from the elite player when they happen to go up against a good defense, you know, low ownership on that player could help you out. It goes back to low ownership. If you can, you're looking for that diamond in the rough. Um, Now, an elite player is not a diamond in the rough. You know they're going to perform, but people do shy away from them when up against good defenses. Now, there's all different ways to play. DraftKings has featured contests. They have contests for beginners, tournaments, leagues, head to head, 50/50s, double ups, triple ups, multipliers, satellites and qualifiers, a lot of different things. While, a lot of them are good, I mean, all of them are good in one way or another. I found I make my most money on the 50/50s. And the 50/50s, um, not as much risk as some of the other ones, so you have a better chance. The top half of the league cashes, the bottom half doesn't. Very simple. You have 100 people in that league, 50 are going to cash, the other won't. Simple. And it's a good way to make money. Um, Not as much risk as well. So you take a lot of the things that I've mentioned previously and try them out in the beginner 50/50s. Move your way up to other more higher entry fee 50/50s. Start out at a quarter dollar. Um, you'll have fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. As for drafting your whole team, you can't just take the elite players. In every category, you're not going to have enough money. You're going to run out, and you're going to have holes. You're going to have to sacrifice somewhere. So another thing I like to do is when drafting a team, try to keep my per player price that I spend around $6,000 to $7,000. And then if I have a little extra, I can go back and tweak a position here or there. But rather than spend a lot of money on a few players and then fill the rest of those spots with crap, um, I myself like to have a strong team from top to bottom. And I don't want garbage players on my team. I rather have really good, solid players all the way around, and I find that gives me um, my best chances of winning. Also, when picking your team and you're looking for uh, solid players, you might have an elite player, but the rest of your team you want to fill with solid players. Um, I like going to sites like a site like ESPN.com and looking at the defenses, um, finding the worst defenses and seeing what teams are playing against those defenses. That's an excellent way at getting an average price player that can possibly get you great return. You know, and you spent a lot less money getting a player like that than um, spending all your money on just a few elite players. So that's some information on DraftKings and a little bit about the site. Um, some ways to go about drafting your team. Uh, if you've never done it before, like I said at the beginning, it's easy, it's fun, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. There's a link at the bottom of my page. If you click on that, it will take you to DraftKings. Sign up from there. Put a small deposit down. You can put down as little as $5, so you don't have to spend a lot of money, even at first. Um, you put in $5, you can put in $1,000. It doesn't matter. Put something in and start playing. You'll get a free entry into one of the bigger cash leagues. And also, with your first deposit, you get a $3 ticket for anything that you want to participate in. So, hope you like what you heard. And again, like the video if you did. Also, click on the link and let's get you started. Sign up and have fun. Make money. I definitely enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun, and I make money doing it. Um, I don't know. I don't know many ways to go about making money and having a lot of fun. So uh, give it a try. Click on that link, and good luck.